Again, Magnus is not here. Okay, I'm going to start up the YouTube so I don't forget this time. So I'm going to do a little repeat. Hello, everyone on YouTube. This is Game 2, Fight for Friend Force versus RageQuitters Anonymous. If you haven't seen Game 1, go and check it out because it was awesome. Okay, so in this one, RageQuitters Anonymous is first pick and first ban. It looks like their first ban has gone to Nautilus. Just in case you haven't watched Game 1, because I don't know, you're strange and you want to watch the second game first. RageQuitters Anonymous is Strength Owns People, IZ Fudge, Sea Dragon 69, Pyromaniac 9, and Cryptic Revolver. Fight for Friend Force is Equinox, Evil Heart, Hayakos, Israel, and The Lead. Second ban had gone out is Morgana. Again, not too surprised. I believe that was even a ban that they had used last game. They just don't like dealing with Morgana. RageQuitters Anonymous going for a second ban of Kennen. Now, Nautilus and Kennen were on a Fight for Friend Force's team for the last game, so those are really targeted bans. Those are the two champions I'm going to guess that they really didn't like. We'll have to see if they go for another one. Yes, Graves. Again, Kennen was extremely strong. I'm surprised they didn't go for an Ahri ban because Ahri was pretty strong in that last game. But Kennen was strong. Nautilus was strong. Really great ganks. Their entire team was strong on that side, so really solid bans. On Fight for Friend Force side, we got a Shen ban. They did ban that last time also, I believe. Or was that RQA? Well, it was banned last time. I just don't remember which team. Either way, he's a really strong champion. A lot of people like to ban him, so not too surprised by that. They do have 5 seconds for their final ban now, and it looks like it is going to be Jax. Jax was banned last time, so they definitely don't want to deal with Jax on RQA side. Looks like first pick is going to be a possible Teemo. We'll have to see. Strength Owns People did play Blitzcrank support in the last game, so he may be either switching up his role or maybe play the support Teemo or picking a champion for another player, but he is kind of hopping through champions, so we're just going to wait and see what he goes for. And we're going to have Fiddlesticks, maybe. 4 seconds. Oh, and the last switch to Soraka, also switching to Flash Smite, so I have to see if that's actually going to stay in there. I'm going to switch up summoners again. Maybe going to go with the jungle and just picking up Soraka for someone else. Very possible. Could still have trades. And we got next 2 picks for Fight for Friend Force. Let's see what they go. Unfortunately, 3 of their picks from last game were banned. So we're going to see a Vayne possibly. Now, Evil Heart, I personally like heal, but Evil Heart did really good with those ignites. I think he picked up a lot of solid kills and using that ignite really well. Maybe an Ashe. Equinox has not picked yet. We have Malphite Ashe. Yes. I'd say Malphite is really close to what Nautilus is. Nautilus may be a little better, but Malphite, really solid, so we'll have to see how well he does for his jungle. And the Ashe pick, I like Ashe. Some people say that Ashe hasn't scaled well compared to a lot of the other ADs that are currently out there, but I think Ashe is still super solid, and we will see how Evil Heart does on Ashe. Okay, so we do have some flip around on Summoner spells for Strength Owns People, so back to that exhaust, and it looks like we have... Oh, we're switching. I was going to say, we're going to see... Oh, okay, we're going to see the Lee Sin again. I'm not too surprised by that. He did really well last game with Lee Sin. I don't think he ever really got into a position where he did anything that was, like, detrimental. Like, he did some stuff that I thought was pretty crazy, but it always worked out. So, IZ Fudge picking up the Lee Sin, very solid pick. And it looks like we do have Sea Dragon picking up Ezreal, so I have to see if he's going to stick with a top Ezreal, because Cryptic was the AD carry last time. We could possibly see an AP Ezreal or just a double AD like they had in, well, I don't know, like they had Nidalee, and Nidalee she went like AD to start and then built into Trinity Force, and they went kind of tanky. So you can't really classify her as straight up AD, so we'll have to see what they're going to go with. And then we do have that Janna picked up again by Hayakos. Very solid play. Some really, really clutch ultimates, either saving Hayakos himself or herself. Not sure if it's a he or she player. But just really good ults. And strangely enough, it wasn't like the pushback for the ult. It was the heal that actually was the clutch moment. So really solid. And looks like we have a Kale pickup on Israel. And then Pyromaniac going with an Olaf. And then a Cassiopeia. Okay, we may see some swapping there. We'll have to see. Or maybe RageQuitters Anonymous all just played, you know, different positions. That's very possible too. So yeah, okay, we have Olaf and Cassiopeia. So we're going to have to see what the Lee is going to pick to counter Cassiopeia. Now, I do know of a couple solid counters that I personally like, but I think Cassiopeia is really well-rounded and very hard to lane against. Does a lot of damage and has really great poke harass. So, what are we going to go with? I think we'll possibly have a Kale top, Ashe bottom with that Janna bottom. Malphite jungle, Annie. I think that could go either way. I think Annie's another solid champion, but we'll have to see how well Cryptic deals with the stun. I think that's the big thing. Like, if the Lee isn't careful with her stuns, and Cass only engages when you know for a fact that Annie can't like do a stun chain to start, or like fakes aggression, dodges a stun, or gets into a position where the stun can't be followed up, that could be pretty dangerous. But Annie is really strong, and in the late game, if you clump up, then Annie can do tons of damage. So we'll have to see which way they're going to go with that one. But yeah, so it looks like this is what it is. We'll have to see where people are going. Because Pyromaniac last game was... who? Well, Sea Dragon was Nidalee on top. Pyromaniac was TF in middle. And now he's Olaf, which would go top. And then Sea Dragon go bottom with AD carry. That's at least the standard. Well, they could swap it up. Maybe who knows? Maybe Strength Owns people is going middle, you know, middle Soraka. I've seen it happen on pro level. I doubt it though. That's most likely just going to be the support. So I'm going to guess it's going to be a Kale versus an Olaf top. Now I have seen Kale done by Dyrus on TSM in the, I think it was the MLG. Was it MLG or was it a different one? Yeah, it was MLG, and he did really well with it. I personally am terrible with Kale, but it is a good top lane, and a Malphite jump in could be really dangerous on that too. So I have to see how well Kale does. And then Olaf, like, he has to deal with a range issue, but he has axes, so he could throw. That's a little bit of harass though, but he could like run up true damage, run away, lifesteal. That's very possible. I think bottom lanes, Evilheart switched to heal. I believe did have Ignite last match, but we have Ignite on Sea Dragon, so it's like a kind of flip. I think Ezreal has a little bit more mobility than Ashe does, but Ashe has some nice slows, some good kiting. Yeah, so I think both teams are really solid. They both scale really well into the late game. And they both have solid tanky people, you know, like Olaf gets really strong. Okay, I recorded for YouTube, right? Yeah, okay. I just looked and I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, Olaf gets really strong and tanky. Lee Sin was super tanky last game. Just lots of diving too, so. And I'd say like Sea Dragon even built Nidalee pretty tanky, so I have to see how he's going to build his Ezreal. I think he'll probably go with a more traditional AD build, though. Well, he may go with he could go Trinity Force route, which is very viable, and on Ezreal in that bottom lane. And Malphite's always tanky. Kale. Some build build Kale like really high AD. Some build kind of like a mix, like again a Trinity Force kind of build with some survivability, and uses more of like the slow and the ultimate and stuff. We'll have to see if we're gonna mess up screen wise here. Looks like everything is in the middle though, so I think we're pretty solid. We didn't have a mess up last game. Game 2 going to be bug free. We did have a disconnect in that Janna though, but reconnected like right in the beginning of the game, so hopefully we won't have that problem. Looks like bars are going up pretty quick. Let's talk about skins again. Izzy Fudge with the Dragon Fist Lee Sin, aka Bruce Lee, and then the Desperado Cassiopeia with an Amethyst Ashe and a Judgment Kale. I think wasn't Judgment Kale given everyone though, so I'm going to count that as a freebie. But a Frostfire Annie, so I'm going to say it's a 2 for 2. Unless the Judgment Kale wasn't given for free. I believe it was, because I don't remember buying it, and I have that skin. So if it was a freebie, it's a 2 for 2. If not, then Fight for Friend Force wins the skin war. But of course, once the Pulsefire Ezreal comes out, anyone with Ezreal that has Pulsefire instantly wins, because I'm going to count that skin as five skins instead of 1, since you upgrade every time you upgrade the ultimate, which is hilarious. He gets a rocket pack. That's insane. He even has like R2-D2, you know, like projected image, and he's dancing, even though Ezreal's dance is really, really lame. But it's still funny. And then the no power level over 9,000. Come on, reference to Dragon Ball. Yes, I am down for that. That is Rosurial approved. Again, looks like Sea Dragon, last to load. Hayakos has loaded, though, not sitting at the 99% this time. So we should have a connected channel at the beginning of the game. Oh, and we just get in. I have to see what initial items I'm going to buy. We did have a lot of kind of positioning and fighting last time with Fight for Friend Force picking up first blood last game. We will have to see if invades are more favorable for RQA this time. We do have a ping for that blue. Ping down here from okay, wait. Colors are opposite, so I gotta remember. Okay, ping down here from RageQuitters Anonymous. I got ping, ping, ping for this blue. 1 ping down here for Janna for ward. Pings for defensive positions on red. So it looks like Fight for Friend Force still possibly going to go in and invade, while RageQuitters Anonymous. Okay, yeah, it looks like they are going to position 4-1-2. So we're going to have an even swap here. But we do have a ward that Hayakos has placed. Item-wise, looks like everything's good. Ezreal has gone with Doran's Blade instead of Boots 3 pots, though. But everything else is mirrored, item-wise. We have some sneaking. I do not believe that ward's... Yeah, no, that ward does not see that. It's pretty close, but it doesn't. Okay, so we have some more pinging. Again, same thing. But RageQuitters Anonymous, a little farther ahead on positioning. But again, it's a straight swap, so they're not going to catch anyone. Ping coming in 1 minute, 30 seconds. RageQuitters Anonymous does not know where they are, though, because there is no ward there. Evil Heart going back. Ping down to blue. Axe getting thrown. Okay, so they do know that they're there. I think they're just going to say, okay, whatever, let's just go for the trade. Picking up wolves. Well, it looks like they're waiting for blue to spawn, though. So they're just going to go for blue steel. While we're going to have a wolves and blue steel for Equinox on this side. Oh. I would say sometimes those things like to reset, but no, looks like everything's good. Oh, I see Fudge took a lot of damage. Oh, Abelheart came down to try to defend. They had a good amount of damage, but they had picked up that blue. So, unfortunately, Lee Sin is not level 2, but he will get level 2 off of his next little area, his wraiths. His next camp, as the word I was trying to think of. And Equinox. So, Equinox a little bit ahead, just because he started at 140, so he is 1 camp ahead. But Lee Sin's farm is a little faster than Malphite's, so I'm gonna say it's gonna even out, unless Izzy Fudge lands a solid. Ooh, he went a little far out. Goes to the Q. No, ping goes off, so he's just gonna back up. So Izzy Fudge again, a little farther behind now because failed gank. Equinox still working on doing some damage. Let's see, is his... Yes, his smite is up, so we will pick that up. Listen, okay, he did use his smite. He should be good. I'll say he looks pretty low. Has picked up that red buff, though. We'll have to see. He's going to go up to wolves or try to gank mid lane again. And he's pretty pushed out. Izzy Fudge throws the Q, misses though. The lead goes with the stun. There's a nice little amount of damage. Lee Sin going to just back up. Go back into his jungle. Equinox continuing to farm. Level 3. Equinox also level 3, seeing that his blue is taken. Resetting that. Running up the top lane. Israel is really far out, but just starting to back up. Pretty good. I would say like passive timing, not really like not backing up because he doesn't have a ward there, but he just knows that he needs to back up and go towards the grass. Ooh, gonna be cut off in position though. Yeah, Q goes off. Good flash. Exhaust had gone off, but hadn't finished. Wow, Israel using the Q to go fast. Equinox coming in to help defend. Israel taking a good amount of damage. Backing up though. Oh, Israel still taking damage. Let's throw the Ignite down, and First Blood picked up by Fight for Friend Force. Equinox chasing IZ Fudge. Q's, I don't know, I think that was a misclick. Okay, so it looks like he is going to be safe. Equinox just backing up, going to go in his jungle while Ishiro gets some nice free farm. Kind of low in mana low, may possibly go back soon. Cryptic Revolver doing a bit more harass. Oh, and on bottom lane, got to go back. Okay, let's check this out. Big fight happening on bottom. Okay, so a little bit of harass. Looks like Sea Dragon and Strength owns people in a really solid position. Sea Dragon just jumping in, getting the kill on Hackers. Oh, even with the flash. Does take some damage from the turret, though. Evelheart doing some damage. Oh, lots of damage coming down from both of them, though. Oh, and the banana! Oh, and the pick. Strength owns people with the banana shot right at the end for a double kill. Very solid. I was to say, I thought Sea Dragon was dead, but Strength owns people showing. You know, mess with the Soraka and banana bolts. I'll take you out. Okay, so they're both going to go back and just let the minions kill that. Or the turret kill those minions. The elite, about half mana on both sides. A little lower in health. We got triple Dorans on Ezreal now. Just picked up double Dorans, picked up boots, picked up ward and some health potions. Looks like we got Philo Stone finished up on Soraka, so that double kill is very nice. Being able to pick up that Philo. I'm trying to think if anyone else went back. Ashe picked up one Doran's Blade. Janna picked up boots. Looks like Lee Sin has gone back and picked up a Doran's Blade himself. Picked up some wards and some potions. Looks like Pyromaniac finished up Ninja Tabby, Kale, picking up double Doran's Blades on top. So Pyromaniac building against his lane, Kale going AD. Starting off with some nice harass. Both level 5, almost level 6. Cryptic just pushing this lane. The elite having to back up. Gonna go back and buy. Cryptic pretty low on mana though. I have to see what the elite buys. We do have an armor being picked up by Olaf, so he's gone back. Doran's Ring and a Sapphire Crystal picked up on Annie with a couple more potions and some wards. IZ Fudge coming down the bottom lane. We don't have a ward there, but we do have a ward in that bush. He could come down the lane. Sea Dragon engaging, trying to force into a fight. Jumps on, Evilheart takes some damage. Here comes IZ Fudge. Unfortunately, I think he missed his Q. Still going to go in for it, though. Sea Dragon picks it up anyways. Very good play by Sea Dragon. IZ Fudge not even having to be there, but still good. Just in case. He's going to back to his jungle. Equinox continuing to back up, both at level 5. Oh, IZ Fudge still level 4, but he was there. And he did get an assist. I don't know if he got the assist from that. I think he got the assist from the top lane. Did Kale die? I thought Kale died. No, Kale didn't die. So yeah, he must have gotten the assist from that. I didn't think he actually did any damage to get an assist. Put some pings up on top. But there's a ward there. Is that a pink ward? Yeah, I think it is. Another ping on Malphite. Sea Dragon just waiting in the brush. Gonna ping on Wraiths. Annie coming in to try to help. They know Lee Sin is in there somewhere. Ooh, Pyromaniac doing lots of damage to Israel. I almost missed this. Going in, does hit a thing. Oh, hey, yeah, a thing. Does hit a thing. That's some solid casting right there, right, guys? A thing. Reckless swings. Thank you. Okay, red being picked up by Equinox. IZ Fudge. Unfortunately, didn't do any damage there, so didn't pick up another assist. Oh, we have an Ezreal ultimate. We'll have to see. Doing some good damage to Aquas. Oh, and picks up a kill. Evilheart taking some damage. Man, Sea Dragon just owning this bottom lane. Triple Dorns all the way. We do have Berserkers picked up and finished by kill. So a little bit more movement speed and some nice attack speed. Equinox trying to come up, but IZ Fudge is there. Lands the Q, dives in. Pyromaniac coming in to try to support. But Israel coming in also. IZ Fudge picking up Big Golem. Taking lots of damage from kill though. Equinox and the lead there. Oh! Ulti over the wall. Flash from kill over the wall. He could only kick one, unfortunately. Cryptic Revolver coming in for some support, though. Very solid by RageQuitters Anonymous. Saving IZ Fudge from a... let's see, they wasted an ultimate and a flash. So, very solid play. Very nice damage control. Okay, let's we're going to talk about CS here. Kale on top lane is at 49 CS. Olaf is at 36, a little bit behind, but Olaf has picked up a Midrange Razor to try to, I think, does that give him health? No, just deals magic bonus damage. I believe there was, I thought you used to get health for that. Maybe it's just the Wriggles that you get health when you kill a minion. But it'll help him sustain and last hit under trip, which is pretty nice. Then in this middle lane, we have Cryptic Revolver at 66 with the Elite only at 46, so Annie's a little bit behind. We do have a tier on Cryptic Revolver with a blue buff, so lots of spammability and constant mana pool increase from that spam, which is really really nice in the early game. That's why Cassiopeia can just be so frustrating, because once she gets those two things kind of together, all of a sudden her farm goes up really, really quick. We do have the Elite picking up some Wraiths, so Equinox coming in, unfortunately getting backed off. Cryptic Revolver just playing very solidly in this middle lane, helping to support IZ Fudge in this jungle from invades. Oh, we got a little more fighting about it. Okay, and bottom lane, let's see. Ezreal's at 79, while Ashe is at 40, so Ezreal is just dominating this lane. Double CS, tons of kills. Ulti goes off, jumps in, misses his W, but gets his Q off. Slow by Hackos, having a backup. Strength owns people, just bananaing away, getting that 1 CS. Cleaning up a ward. Has... No, I don't think he's picked up boots. Okay. Sea Dragon jumping in yet again. Equinox coming down though. Ulti goes up from Evilheart. Sea Dragon taking lots of damage. He did just use his flux too, so there's not much he can do. He's just going to go and try to get the kill. Evilheart takes some damage, but shut down. Here comes IZ Fudge. Strength owns people still there. IZ Fudge jumping out. Strength owns people starting to run away. Evilheart still kind of low though. Got to play a little carefully, and it looks like they're just going to back up. Cryptic Revolver is coming down. Annie was not sure where they are. The Elite still farming in the middle lane. Arrow did go off, so they did get some vision on this area. Very good play by Fight for Friend Force. Turning that Sea Dragon harassment into overcommitting. Looks like Pyromaniac trying to steal some golems, but Ishiro coming up saying, Oh, he's like, no, okay, I'm just going to go back. Oh, and then Ishiro, as if reading his mind, says, okay, time to check it again. Didn't see him go through the bush because that ward right here. Very good map awareness. Noticing that. IZ Fudge cleaning up Wraiths. Sea Dragon coming in. Let's see, what did he pick up? He picked up a BF sword. He's going to be doing a lot more damage. He's already just really, really strong in this lane. We do have double Dorans with Vamp Scepter and Berserks finished on Ashe though. So Ashe going to be doing some nice lifesteal, maybe hopefully sustaining that lane a little better. Unfortunately, Soraka just gives you just a bit more sustain than Janna does in the early game, while Janna gives you a little more safety when dealing with ganks or like under turret ganks and stuff like that. But Sea Dragon's just not caring, he's just running in anyways. We got a ping. Equinox pinging for Annie. Unfortunately, IZ Fudge in the river. That ward did expire, but they did see that. So they do know it's there. We do have pink ward being thrown down by RageQuitters Anonymous. Izzy Fudge misses his Q. Does some damage to Hayako's. Evil Heart going in with a nice throw. Alti does hit both of them. Izzy Fudge still deciding going to go for it. Misses his Q though. Evil Heart doing some damage, going for the kite. Oh, we got like fights all over the place. K Strength owns people, take some damage over here. The lead throwing some stuff down. Ashore goes off, unfortunately, just misses. So close. Cryptic Revolver coming in, doing a bunch of damage to Equinox. Q does almost hit by Sea Dragon, but a little too low. Izzy Fudge still there though. Wow. Yeah, he goes down. I think he overstayed his welcome. And it looks like we're okay. So things are starting to set back. Very good job by Fight for Friend Force, helping. They just they backed off that blue and responded. Oh, but we got a push on top lane. Pyromaniac taking out that turret. So that's actually a good play by both teams. They kind of like, I don't think Izzy Fudge needed to be there, but that's still okay. Like they still got a turret out of it. So Pyromaniac doing lots of damage to Equinox. Equinox coming in. Oh, we got a fight on bottom too that I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna back up for that though. Okay, it looks like this one's actually gonna kind of. Oh no, Equinox taking more damage, waiting for those reckless swings. Okay, we're gonna back up though because I don't want to go too far back. Oh, I think I have to go back again. Is it gonna put me even farther back? Okay, yeah, this put me a bit farther back. We do have some ward clearing. Okay, here we go. Sea Dragon doing some fight. Evil Heart coming in. Strength owns people, taking a good amount of damage. Ignite does go off. Picks up the kill. Hayako's and the lead coming down, trying to get Sea Dragon, but he does back up. Cryptic Revolver is here. Throwing down some AoE. Not getting anyone though. Backing up Sea Dragon, CS. Okay, and on that top lane, like I said, this fight was happening at that same time. So we're going to be a little backed up. Oh, Equinox taking a lot of damage, though. Oh, that was good with the ultimate and the stun and a flash. Pyromaniac taking turret damage. Does get the kill. Unfortunately, it's a solid, even trade. So, really good play by both players. I think that was a pretty awesome fight. Cryptic Revolver doing lots of damage to Israel. Ulti does go off. Dodge, though. Very solid dodge by both Evil Heart and Israel. Got the anti-laugh going off. Lane is getting pushed, though. Cryptic Revolver, Izzy Fudge, and Sea Dragon are here. We do have Israel Alt K deciding not to go back. Equinox has gone back though. Evil Heart here. Not a lot of mana though. Q does go off, but it's a miss. Israel kind of low though. Sea Dragon coming in, doing some damage to Evil Heart. Oh, kicks Israel, but Alti does go off. Flash over the wall. Hayakos takes some damage. Izzy Fudge coming off to the side. May get a Q off of Israel. Cryptic Revolver doing some damage. Unfortunately, taking a lot of turret shots. Oh, and Evil Heart picks up the kill. Looks like Israel is safe. A little more damage done by Izzy Fudge. Izzy Fudge throwing up some stuff on Hayakus. Does get it. Goes for the Q and goes for the dive. Dives for it, but picks up a kill. So that was a 1-2 trade. Still a better trade for Fight for Friend Force, but at least Izzy Fudge was like, okay, well, we're at least going to kill one of you. You know, a little bit of damage control, I guess. I still did put him a little farther ahead, though, I think. Even about CS-wise, RageQuitters Anonymous doing really well. 60 for Lee Sin, 70 for Equinox. Okay, losing on that one. But Ezreal's at 112. Wow, Ash is still at 62. So very solid there. Top lane 91 on Kale, 88 on Olaf. So relatively even there. Cass at 104, while Annie's at 79. So. But Annie's also 3-0, while Cass is 0-1. So I'd actually have to say that Annie is ahead, even though a little bit behind. It has also picked up a Catalyst and picked up an Amplifying Tome. Do have a ping on Dragon. I'm not sure if they're just pinging the ward or what. Ash doing some damage to Strength those people, but he's backing up. They do have the ping on Sea Dragon coming in. Oh, Strength those people going a little far out. Does go for the exhaust. Unfortunately, Alti does go off. Abelhard going in to pick up the kill. Flashes past the Alti. Very solid job. Sea Dragon still doing damage, though. Oh, wow. Shutdown. Hayako's trying to save with the ulti, but unfortunately not going to happen. Izzy Fudge going in for the dive. Tanking the damage. Misses the Q, though. Sea Dragon doing some damage. Icy Fudge still taking a good amount of damage. Shield from Hayako's. Icy Fudge having a backup. Hayako's is really low. Sea Dragon does pick up the kill and is safe, but Annie comes in to pick up the retribution. Very nice. Icy Fudge also low, but backing up. We'll have to see if Annie can do anything about that. Looks like he is safe, though. Cryptic Revolver coming down. Annie is now 4-0. Very solid play by middle lane. She is a little bit behind in CS, but it's because she has all them kills. She is going to lose her turret, though. Cryptic Revolver taking down second turret of the game. So they're doing good CS-wise. They're a little bit behind on kills, but they are ahead on turrets. We do have first turret coming down for Fight for Friend Force on that top lane. Second turret being pushed down a little bit by Annie. We do have a ping on Dragon. Again, second ping. Nothing happening yet, though. Ebelheart doing some middle. Annie coming back up towards middle. Does have that red buff picked up by, I believe, picked up from Ezra. Picking up woes. Equinox coming down. Ooh, strength owns people. Oh, okay, Ward does go out. Say maybe caught out of position. Goes for the bait. Cryptic Revolver coming in. Does get his Q off. Or his, not sure. Gets their Q off. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Janna finding strength owns people again. Ebelheart just not responding. Like, no, not going to take that bait. Sea Dragon coming up. Equinox pushing top lane while Power Maniac does come down towards the middle. Okay, I think, yeah, we got some time to talk about items. Kill has gone with a pickaxe, a Cloak of Agility with triple Dorans and Berserk, so going for that pure DPS build. Icy Fudge, come around. We do have some pings around here. Power Maniac and Equinox kind of meeting and then deciding both to back off. Icy Fudge in a little side position. Kale may come in on the top end of him, though. Icy Fudge may be caught out of position. Oh, he does see him. Backs up, though. Ping goes off on Kale. Was going to try to steal that blue. Elite backing up. Equinox. Power Maniac still trading. They're going to try to steal these wraiths right from Equinox. Very solid job by RageQuitters Anonymous. Sea Dragon still pushing this lane down super hard. He's like, oh, I'm not going to do damage to the turret. I'm just going to do damage to you. Ulti goes off. Misses, though. Blue being picked up by the elite. We do have some pings, lots of pings going on. Sea Dragon having to back up. Ash is throwing down some arrows. Ulti does go off on strength owns people, taking lots of damage. Oh, Flash is out, but going to get caught off by the elite. Stun, very nice job. Kale picks up the kill. Cryptic Revolver coming down, throwing down some AoE damage. Oh, Evil Heart taking a Q to the face. Looks like they're okay. Israel just going back. Dragon being picked up by Fight for Friend Force. Cryptic. Oh, we got a turret on top lane being taken out. Equinox doing a bunch of damage though. Ultimate does go off by Annie. Sea Dragon taking a bunch. Cryptic Revolver does get a nice ult on Hayako's. Oh, I think, did Sea Dragon escape? Oh yeah, he's going up top. Okay. Cryptic Revolver down on the bottom. Annie coming in. Equinox the flash smash. Okay, the elite throwing some damage down. Equinox just pick up the kill. And Sea Dragon does get away. No one followed him. Israel picks up kill on top lane. We're going to back up to see that. They did take this turret down, and then they came in and dove Israel. Israel using the ultimate. Pyromaniac throwing an axe. Israel going like, yeah, I'm going to pick up the kill right here. Boom. Picks up a kill. Icy Fudge taking some damage, having to back up. Israel going to go ahead and... okay, that dragon had been reset, so they're going to continue to do that again. While Israel... So, like... RageQuitters Anonymous is losing on fights, but they're winning on map objectives. Well, except for this dragon, but they're winning on turret map, like lane map objectives. And they are still stealing buffs. Oh, ultimate, so good. I was like, it wasn't low enough. That would have been a solid steal, though.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, Ash does pick up another turret for Fight for Friend Force. Middle turret, only one left for the first row of turrets. There are some pings going off. Sea Dragon coming in, have a heart pretty low in mana. Sea Dragon's like, I'm just going to go charge for it. Equinox is there, though. He's like, oh, God, now I got to run away. He does get slowed. Abelhart throwing down some more damage. So Sea Dragon just going to try to go for the Hayako's kill. The Ignite did go off. Oh, she shields. Sea Dragon is going to die. Oh, he didn't even pick up the kill. Very solid play by Hayakos. Perfect bait. Really solid job. Clutch shield saves the day. Pyromaniac coming up the middle. IZ Fudge going in for raids. Cryptic Revolver coming down, checking. Dragon's not there. Continuing to come down the lane. Strength owns people with that Oracles, throwing some wards down. Israel just kind of chilling in a bush up top and deciding, hey, I'm going to move now. Okay. No wards on Baron, but we do have a ping on Baron. The elite farming middle lane. IZ Fudge taking right. Okay. So let's look at some items here. Cass has gone with Needlessly Large Rod built into Giant's Belt. Has picked up, has finished up Source Boots. And in going Rod of Ages with Source Boots in Kage's lucky pick with still that Doran's Ring. Ezreal ulted on bottom lane to kill some minions. Ezreal having gone still triple Doran's Infinity Edge into Zeal, so not building Trinity Force build, instead building a bit more traditional. Some people like to go 2 Doran's Rings. Some people like to go 3. He has gone 3. We have 3 Dorans on Kale also. Just finished up Infinity Edge and has that Berserks also. So pretty mirrored, except a little doesn't have the Zeal, but 3-1 compared to 5-3, 5-3-1, so, and a little more CS on that Ezreal. So not too surprised there. We do have Hex Drinker on Lisa. I believe IZ Fudge did go Hex Drinker last game also, and has picked up a Chain Vest, which I'm not too surprised about because Abelhart and Kale, both AD, both doing pretty solidly. Of course, Annie's still 4-0, so the elite, having not died yet, playing a solid middle lane. A little behind, 122 CS to 145, so against her counterpart, she's a little behind in CS, but she is 4-0 compared to 0-2, so technically ahead in gold, as you can see, 6-8 to 5-6. Is anyone sitting at gold? No, everyone's actually relatively low, highest being Ashe and Olaf. They're 700. Oh, and as I'm talking about stuff, I'm missing a double kill. I missed a double kill. Okay, so the whole team comes up. No wards, nothing. Cryptic Revolver, Sea Dragon, just like, okay. Oh, and ulti goes off. It's both of them. Nice double ulti. Equinox hitting it, and Evilheart picking up a double kill. And they're going to decide to push that turret. Equinox taking the damage, deciding to back off. No, don't want to push that. Looks like they're going to either push top or go Baron, possibly. Yeah, so first Baron, 24 minutes, or almost 25 minutes, really. Pyromaniac coming down. Oh, IZ Fudge checking it out. Israel trying to play the defensive outer line, pushing people back. Strain Thrones people comes in. Q does go off from IZ Fudge, so we can see Pyromaniac throwing in some axes. Strength owns people, throwing in some bananas. Lily kills him though. IZ Fudge going in for the steal. Does he steal it? Yes, he does! Q into another steal. And the Ezreal ult just in case his steal didn't work, which it would have been dead anyways by that point. But we do nice. IZ Fudge goes for a steal. Let's see who picked it up. Ezreal picked it up. Cryptic Revolver did not pick it up. Olaf has picked it up and is chasing down Hakus. May possibly get a kill here. Oh yeah, Hakus kind of goes for I don't know. Probably going for a juke, but Olaf was a little farther back than I think she knew. So, yeah, wow, very nice steal. 1 kill off it, though, so 5 Red Force not too far behind, but they still did get that stolen. Oh, we get a shutdown. I'm going to back up and check that out. It looks like Ashe in a bad position. Oh, IZ Fudge was clearing blue buff. Ebelheart knew it. Throwing down some damage. IZ Fudge like, nope, I'm going to take some damage. Sea Dragon coming in to help out. And a shutdown. Very solid steal. And we got a Zeal instantly bought by Ashe. Got some farming up on top with Israel and the elite. The elite still having not died. 504, 132. Picked up a blasting wand. Inner turret being pushed down by RageQuitters Anonymous.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Again, this game was all pretty kind of like all over the place. Fight for Friend Force doing a little better in fights, but RageQuitters Anonymous showing that farm and map objectives can do just as good. IZ Fudge taking a lot of damage. Equinox taking a lot of damage. Ulti goes out from Cryptic. Unfortunately, I don't think it hit anyone. Or if it may have hit Hayako's, but Hayako's turned around. Annie the elite coming in, blowing up Pyromaniac. Sea Dragon jumping in for the kill. May go have gone a little too far, taking a lot of damage. Ashero goes off, hits Sea Dragon, and Ashero picks up the kill. Cryptic Revolver taking some damage there, starting to go down for the chase. Unfortunately, I think IC Fudge and Cryptic may be a little too far out, so they should be safe. Oh, I don't know. Ishiro going really fast, though. Oh, gets caught up by a little bit of minion, though. So I think Cryptic Revolver will be safe. Lee Sin, back amp going back. Strength owns people. Being told to go back defensively, maybe go down on the bottom lane, help stop that. But we do have Fight for Friend Force pushing down this middle lane. Cryptic surrounded, dies almost immediately. Turret going down. Kill, picking up the kill. They could pick up a second one here. Yeah, they definitely could, because Evil Heart is up, and Ishra. That's a lot of attack speed damage. They decide to back up, wait for the line. So Equinox does not have to take all the damage. Q does go off and does hit. He does jump out, does a bunch of damage, but the Elite getting the stun. Lots of damage going off to IZ Fudge, and he does go down. Pyromaniac coming out, doing some damage to Evil Heart. Equinox still really low, but staying into this. So, IZ Fudge dying, but the turret didn't go down. It still took a lot of damage, though. So I don't think that was a perfectly solid trade, but that would have been really cool because he dodged over here. So if he had a little more health, that would have been a really sick move. Unfortunately, he did not have enough. So, wow. We're still at only like 3K difference money-wise, though. So, RageQuitters Anonymous are still farming really well, even though they're dying all the time. That, like, oh, we got a disconnect and Cryptic Revolver, unfortunately. That's not going to help because Fight for Friend Force is just going to push this even more. Oh, Lee Sin deciding to back up. Or no, not Lee Sin. Pyromaniac deciding to back up. I'm not sure what. Did he see any? I don't see any wards for him. Maybe he saw someone over here. They could have gone there and then backed up down the other direction. Haku's trying to clear up, see if there's any wards. Seeing there are no wards there. Oh, Ashore goes off but misses. Strength owns people. I think not even meaning to, but just dodging that. Equinox pushing the lane. We do have some pings on Dragon, so they are going to go ahead and do some damage to that Dragon. Ashore does go out to see if we have a response. They do see Strength owns people coming up. They have backed up that Dragon, though, and killed it. Lee Sin farming up. So, RageQuitters Anonymous going to have to play pretty defensively, hoping that Cryptic Revolver does reconnect. Ooh, Sea Dragon. We didn't get a disconnect notice, but he is standing still. Oh, no, okay, he has moved. Okay. He has bought a Trinity Force. So, making me a liar, saying, oh, no, you're going traditional AD, and then all of a sudden gets rid of all three of his darns and goes, no, I'm getting Trinity Force, haha. So, Trinity Force Infinity Edge, a very, very dangerous build. He is 6-6 though, unfortunately. Oh, we got 6-1 on Kel, 6-0 on Annie, 7-4 on Ash. Ash has built a Phantom Dancer. We do have Rodowins on Lee Sin. Malphite has gone with Frozen Heart. I think has built a Warden's Mail and does have Heart of Gold and a Negatron Cloak, so we should see a Rodowins out of him soon. Strength owns people cut out of position. Abelhard doing lots of damage. Some damage goes off. Oh, Exhaust does go off. Unfortunately, Ash Hero to help finish off the kill. Abelhard very solid, knowing they could take that one out. Not sure if the ultimate was completely necessary, but it's always good to know that you secured the kill. Got some pings going down. They do know that they are there. IZ Fudge backing up. Sea Dragon in a pretty far position, though. They could go for a turnaround into where Sea Dragon currently is. But it looks like he is starting to back up right now. And they are just kind of lying in wait. Pyromaniac, not sure if he should test the waters of walking through a jungle. Does see that they're down here. Going to push this out. We're going to get a surround on Ishro and Equinox. Pyromaniac does back up, though. We do have the slow on Pyromaniac. Ishro doing some damage. Sea Dragon coming down to help, though. They do take the turret down. The Elite also coming down to join this. IZ Fudge coming down to also try to help support this lane. Now, Ash's ult is down, but we do have the Equinox ult. So we could get... Oh, charge in. Hits almost everyone. While Strength of those people goes down almost immediately. The Elite taking a good amount of damage from Pyromaniac. Pyromaniac also going down. The Elite backing up. Pyromaniac chasing him down. Sea Dragon is going pretty low, but the Elite still picks up the kill. Very nice. Solid. 2 kills. And Sea Dragon's almost dead, so he has to go back. The Elite still being safe.
Blue team's turret has
turret has been picked up. So yeah, unfortunately, Cryptic Revolver, that could have really helped in that fight. So Fight for Friend Force pushing this this advantage really really solidly. Doesn't have a minion wave though, so they're just going to back up, probably push another lane. Unfortunately, their middle lane and their top lane are actually pushed against their favor. So unless Equinox decides to tank a turret, which doesn't look like, no, they're just going to go ahead and farm away, get some more purchases, which we'll make sure to pay attention to. Oh, and the surrender. So, Fight for Friend Force going on to the finals. Ash Arrow coming through. Very nice. RageQuitters Anonymous, unfortunately, having to surrender, which is most likely due to Cryptic Revolver having disconnected. Very solid play from RageQuitters Anonymous, though. They had kept up the money, even though they were losing on kills, but they also kept up on map objectives until that point. So that is game 2. Fight for Friend Force going to the finals, as I had said. Unfortunately, my stats won't load. So we're going to sit here and let this wait because I have to get those stats for the screenshot. Saturday, I believe, let's see. I'm going to make sure I know this exactly. So I'm going to check out schedule. Schedule. Saturday, June 23rd, Edwin Moles casting match. Semifinals, the bottom half of the bracket at 5 p.m. Make sure to check that out, which means that is Godlike Tier versus Senior Citizen Squad. Senior Citizen Squad being the winners from May. So, and Godlike Tier, I believe, also, I think they even faced them in that finals, maybe, or they had faced them at some point. So that could be a pretty interesting match. We'll have to see if they had faced them before. We'll see if they can make a comeback in this month. So, again, make sure to check that out. I'm going to go ahead and throw down the middle screen as I wait for my stats here. Make sure to check out our Twitter, our Facebook, make sure to subscribe to our own 3E stream and go to our YouTube, which is youtube.com/LOL monthly tournament, I think. I'm really bad. I don't remember it. Our YouTube's not really used that often, unfortunately. But yeah, make sure to check it out. Friend, like, favorite, do all that stuff. It's awesome. I'm going to leave the stream up for a little while because we do have a few-minute delay. So thank you for watching. This is the semifinals, top-end bracket. Again, Saturday, Edwin Moles, 5 p.m. Semifinals next week. Third and fourth place matches and grand finals. So thanks, guys, for watching. Good job from both teams today. This is Raz. See you.